both the city and the forest of Eversong.
Me gusta.
Stand as a
La armadura es
testament to the
igualita,
resilience and determination of the Blood Elves. Though scarred, the remnants of their battered kingdom endure as a beacon of hope in the heart of their culture.
Luego me imagino que saldrá algo de... Aún queda un rato. ¿Saldrán los muertos vivientes o qué saldrá?
Underscores an enduring spirit and dedication to an ancient heritage.
Los Draenei pueden salir. No tengo ni idea.
Their nobility and the resolve of
Están hablando un poco de la raza ahora mismo. Antes hemos visto a Arzas, a Illidan, un poco a Tirande, a Grom, Kern, a Puter. Bueno, Puter es en serio muy poco, si es que era él. Calavera de orco. Venga de la motico. ¿Qué quieres, filo?
The sky over Tirisfal is eternally gloomy and tinted a blighted green, and the trees and other flora desperately cling to their last shreds.
Me gustaría que salieran los Draenei.
Although tainted and melancholy, Tirisfal still very much has its own unique.
Los Draenei o los Wargen también.
In such areas as the stony
Gnomos no quiero que se hagan ni gnomo ni enano.
Atmosphere of the ruined Agamand mills. Tirisfal Glades is home not only to the Forsaken, but to their enemies as well. The Scarlet Crusade has several outposts here, including the seat of their religious faith, the Scarlet Monastery. The minions of the Scourge
¿El
are
monasterio
also
de quién
present,
es?
tainting the derelict farmsteads and dilapidated mills with their foul presence. But while the land is ravaged by factions vying for power, the Forsaken remain dominant, their numbers flowing from their unassailable stronghold, the Undercity. The Undercity is the capital city of the Forsaken.
Qué chulo castillo todo de verde.
Its ruins are located right under the ruins of Lordaeron, the once capital city of the Human Alliance. Far beneath these ruins, the Undercity's royal crypts have been turned into a bastion of evil and undeath.
Tampoco esto me está soltando un rollazo.
Forsaken worked to complete the Undercity's construction by dredging the twisted maze of catacombs, tombs, and dungeons that Arthas began.
Ese viene.
Fallen warriors to do
¿Quién es
battle
esa?
in her name.
Melena blanca.
And finally, in the very eastern edge of the glades is the Silverpine Forest, are tainted and sickly. Those
Y
who
el
travel
feo
through the
ese.
valley to
Era.
eerie
No sé
sights,
qué es, parece un muerto.
save the roars from
No,
the
como
more
muerto.
feral inhabitants.
¡Uy, qué cosa más fea he visto!
This inner woodland
Ahora
is a
los
wild
Worgen.
place, characterized
Pero
by
era
tall,
horrible.
silver-barked pines towering over grassy knolls. The Alliance once protected Silverpine Forest when it was verdant and lively.
Era horrible.
Now the place is shrouded in ghostly mists, covering its
Prefería
main
ver a
thoroughfares.
Draenei.
The Forsaken control the northern forest and constantly clash with the wretched, rot-hide gnolls who hail the Lich King under direction of his human servant.
¡Qué cosa más fea! ¿Y ese quién es?
Silverpine
Mira, cara
is
de
the
forma.
southernmost region in which the curse of undeath has blighted the very soil and fauna, and Fenris Keep marks the ruins of Dalaran, the remainder
Ahí,
of the Kirin Tor
hermosa.
sends expeditions into Silverpine to defend humanity and study the undead plague, as well as a newer curse,
Hechízame esta.
lycanthropy. In Silverpine Forest, Worganism
Hombre,
is
este
a
Worgen es
mysterious
mejor que el
affliction
otro.
that causes its human victims to transform into bloodthirsty werewolf-like creatures.
Se transforma!
Rises.
¡Lol!
This condition is most evident in Pyrewood Village. The villagers lose their humanity when in the presence of the
Las
moon,
típicas casitas negras de
turning
Guinea.
hostile on even allied factions, such as alliance scouting parties or refugees from Gilneas. The source of the Worgen can be found in Shadowfang Keep, where the Archmage Arugal reigns supreme.
No sé quién es.
Once a member of the Kirin Tor himself, Arugal summoned the Worgen in a foolhardy attempt to keep the Scourge at bay. And while he was successful at repelling the Scourge from Silverpine, Arugal soon found the Worgen's rage could not be leashed. In bringing such monsters into the conflict, he discovered that he only traded one curse for another. It is unknown why Arugal locked himself away in the Shadowfang Keep. Some believe he was driven mad by guilt. Others believe he is working on a cure, or seeking further arcane powers to rid his homeland of evil once more. However, the more cynical are perhaps closest to the truth. It is whispered, almost in abject silence, that Arugal has been driven mad with power. He wishes to consolidate his position further, remaking the world with the Worgen curse, with himself as both god and tyrant.
Por esa zona he pasado un montón de veces.
Much like the Lich King in Icecrown, Silverpine Forest would be the capital of Arugal's new world. But while Arugal is formidable in his own right, his powers pale in comparison when scaled against his foes. The Horde sends raiding parties from their base of operations at the Sepulchre to cripple Arugal's progenitus forces, as does the Alliance from South Shore, though to a much lesser degree. It is the Forsaken in particular who sees Silverpine Forest as the arena of their next conquest, believing that it is only a matter of time before their forces reach critical mass, and sweeping that it is the forest as the arena of their next conquest, believing that
ese creo que era Tichondriu, ¿puede ser? O Tichondriu o Balnazar. Balnazar creo que es porque es el que lleva el color morado. Tichondriu es rojo. Creo. Los que lo sepan, que me lo pongan en los comentarios. Se aparece Silvana.
Silverpine Forest is unfiltered horror, a place where the stuff of nightmares are brought into the real.
Si has llegado hasta aquí, escribe: tengo sueño, porque me estoy quedando durmiendo.
Shaped and molded from the very dreamer's flesh.
Y te daré corazoncito.
It is a land shrouded in darkness, where only the most corrupted may reign supreme.
Wargan de élite. Ese por uno, no sé qué es.